23:31 Uhr, heute auf Gleis 3. Ich wiederhole, Gang B20 von Stolberg.
Hi everybody, my name's Scott. Welcome to Planes, Trains, Everything, and welcome to Aachen in Western Germany, just a stone's throw from the border with Belgium. What am I up to? Well, today I'm going to try for the first time a stopwatch challenge. What is a stopwatch challenge, I hear you ask? Good question. At 11 PM tonight, I will switch on this stopwatch. I need to get home to Glasgow, and according to my calculations, it will take 17 hours and 51 minutes. Let's just round it up to 18 hours. And that journey involves catching a regional train from here, Aachen, to Aachen West, walk to the bus station, Flixbus to Brussels Midi, Flibco to Charleroi Airport, Ryanair to Edinburgh, and then the airport bus from Edinburgh to Glasgow. I was actually going to do it all the way through to my hometown of Paisley, which is 7 miles west of Glasgow, but tomorrow there's a train strike. So I thought that's just making things even too complicated. So from Aachen to Glasgow, 18 hours. Will it work? Well, in theory it should, but it depends on two things. One, Ryanair being on time, and two, being able to get through Edinburgh Airport pretty fast. I think my record is about 5 minutes through Edinburgh Airport. My worst is about 40 minutes, and it all depends on that. So anyway, we're going to go for a very quick look around Aachen, and I mean a quick one. I'm going to grab a bite to eat because I am starving, and I'll see you at Aachen Hauptbahnhof at 11 PM tonight. My father was born in Montreal. I've never been to Quebec, but do know the #1 provincial street food is poutine. Not Vladimir Putin, that's a dish best avoided. Poutine is made of French fries and cheese curd topped with brown gravy. I've always wanted to give poutine a try, so when I saw it for sale in, of all places, Aachen, I had to try it, in homage to my late father. What did I think of Putin? Very, very tasty indeed. What do I think of Vladimir Putin? Sorry, this is a family channel. The chocolate shop window displays are beautiful. Aachen is famous for Punten, a type of Lebkuchen or German gingerbread sweetened with a syrup made from sugar beet. $11 on the dot. Let's get this game on the road. Here we go. Make it all official. That's our train actually, the 2337, can you see it? 2337. Yes, the 2337 to Duisburg and Mönchengladbach, although it doesn't show the smaller stations, even when you look at these departure boards here. It doesn't mention Aachen West, so I'm really hoping it does stop, otherwise I'm going to be snookered before I even leave Aachen. We'll find out in approximately 36 minutes. Still no sign of the smaller stations appearing, so I'm just going to have to wing it, I think. Oh, it's cold tonight. platform has just changed.
Heute auf Gleis 3. Ich wiederhole. Gang B20 von Stolberg.
Well, that's a relief, because that's the first time I've seen Aachen West Station mentioned anywhere. Sometimes you just have to use a sixth sense and a little bit of luck as well. Right.
Nach Duisburg Hauptbahnhof.
Nee, an die Tür. Die ist kaputt. Vila.
Alright.
Ja, genau.
It was a little bit sketchy back there by the station, but I think we're heading in the right direction now. It's looking a bit safer. Lots of people about. So why did Flixbus have to have a bus stop away out in the suburbs instead of the city centre? Probably to do with money. It's hard to believe you can actually catch a bus to Brussels or Paris from here. Right, all we do now is wait. Charleroi Airport. The bus from Aachen to Brussels Midi actually arrived about 10 minutes early. As a result, I was able to catch a slightly earlier bus to Charleroi Airport here. Not that it makes any difference because I've only got one Ryanair flight to catch, but it does give me an extra half hour here instead of standing at Brussels Midi. The stopwatch at the moment is showing 5 hours 34 minutes. Do you know what I don't like about Charleroi Airport at this time in the morning? The waffle van is closed. I hate that. I could murder a waffle at the moment, but I don't think it opens until about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to go inside because it's kind of chilly out here. Right, when I'm inside, I'm going to freshen up a bit. I'm going to find somewhere to set up base camp for a few hours so I can relax, and then I have to remember to check in. I'm going to check in at the very last moment, see if I can avoid that dreaded middle seat by being allocated a window or an aisle, or we'll see if we get the middle seat whether the window or the aisle will be free anyway. That happens about 80% of the time. Anyway, I'll see you when we're in the airport. The observation deck at Charleroi Airport. Currently we are on 10 hours, 24 minutes and 50 seconds. I managed to get through security without anyone saying, "Sir, why have you got a stopwatch in your bag and why is it ticking away?" That would have been hard to explain. In fact, I just was able to go straight through security. There was no lines or anything. That was a first for Charleroi. Usually it's absolutely manic down there, absolutely manic. I've had some breakfast. I've had a very strong coffee to try and get me up to cruising altitude. I'm going to waste a little bit of time here watching the flights, and then we'll find out what's happening with my flight. Last time I checked, it was still on time, so we're still aiming for an 18-hour arrival at Glasgow. Made it to Glasgow, and the finishing time is 18 hours, 27 minutes and 29 seconds. And that is mainly because Ryanair were delayed 30 minutes. But it was very frustrating because I was allocated a middle seat on Ryanair. It was a full flight, but I was in row 6. So I was able to make a sharp exit at Edinburgh. I was able to get through customs and immigration in about 7 or 8 minutes, and I thought, I'm actually going to make this the last possible bus. But as it turned out, I missed it by literally 2 or 3 minutes, and I had to wait another half hour for the next one. So the stopwatch challenge was a fail, and I missed it by 3 minutes. Anyway guys, thanks very much for coming along on this little adventure. I'll see you next time.